on, Vault Dwellers? It's Top Ranking Noob back at it again with another helpful video for Fallout 76. Today I'm going to be showing you all exploits that are currently working within Fallout 76. For this video series, I've created a new character. What I'm going to be doing is showing you when, where, and how you can start taking advantage of these exploits when you're fresh out of the vault. I hope you find this video helpful, and if you do, please smash that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Also hit that bell so you'll be the first to be notified anytime I upload new videos. And with that being said, let's get started. So here we have Bob. Bob is fresh out of the Vault of 76. I did level him up to 5 just by doing the storyline so far. And we've gotten to the Agricultural Research Center right here, where we're going to be able to take advantage of our very first exploit. You can see here he's level 5, and the Agricultural Research Center is really close to the beginning of the game, right out of Flatwoods. So as we come out of Vault 76, we would go to the Overseer's Camp, into Flatwoods, and then there's the Vault-Tec Agricultural Research Center. We're actually going to be using this location for our first 2 exploits, so it's 2 for the price of 1, which is why I like this location. But the first exploit we're going to be taking advantage of is the unlimited Stimpacks. In order for this to work, we need to invest at least 1 point in Pharma, which is a luck perk card. I, however, recommend going ahead and investing the first 3 points into this Pharma perk to get it up to level 3. And we're going to be finding extra chems 80% of the time, and we're going to be doing this quite a bit in this location. Alright, so back to Bob here. We're going to do our first run, and with my Pharma set to level 3, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you where some of the Stimpack locations are outside. There's several, but I'm just going to show you the first 3 so that you understand how this exploit works. So inside here, we have our first aid container. You can see here that I have Pharma set to 3, so I'm going to find extra stems 80% of the time. What this does is it allows us to search these first aid kits a second time. So we got dirty water. I search it a second time. And nothing. Oh, wait. See, sometimes there's a delay. Raid X. Alright, so I got to search it a second time. Let's go to the next first aid kit, which is right here in the second shack. More boiled water. We search a second time, and we got Radaway, however you want to pronounce that. We'll go into this third shack, and there's another first aid kit, and this time nothing. So we got an 80% chance of finding secondary items. Let's go inside now. What makes this exploit work is the load screen. That's what triggers this exploit. So we're going to go inside. We're going to grab up some more first aids here and do a secondary search. While I'm here, I'm going to be keeping an eye out for these cap stash boxes, which will be a part of our second exploit. But for the meantime, let's go ahead and find these first aid kits. Go upstairs and find a second one. Move, dude. Alright. And so here's another first aid kit, and we'll do a secondary search. Now, there's another cap stash box in here sometimes, right on the desk, but it's not there. Now, it's important for you to realize, in order for this unlimited Stimpack exploit to work, you do not want to log out of a server. There's another cap stash. The reason why is sometimes we do things called server hopping, but if you do that while you're trying to get unlimited Stimpacks, you will no longer be able to search the containers anymore. So while you're doing the exploit for the Stimpacks, make sure you do not log off of the server. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to do this again until the next day, because there's a 24-hour lockout period. Alright, so I grabbed a few cap stashes. We're going to need the caps here for our third exploit, and I'll show you what I mean. But in the meantime, let's continue on with the Stimpack exploit. I grabbed the Stimpack kits out of here. Let's go ahead and head back outside and trigger that loading screen again. And once we're outside, you'll be able to see where this exploit actually works. So now that we're out of the loading screen, we're going to go back into these little shacks, these Middleton shacks, and go search the first aid kits that we've already searched. Because we had a load screen, it's still empty, but we can search it a second time. And there you go, we got more aid items. And we can repeat this over and over again until we have as many Stimpacks or other aid-related items that we want. Now, there are several other first aid kits around this area. I do got a full video on this area. I'll put a link at the end of the video for you in case you want to see where all of these first aid kits are located. But in the meantime, you just continue to go inside and outside and you can research all of these different first aid kits. And that's how we can get unlimited stims. We'll go inside and do it one more time. We'll do a search there. Disease cure. There are a couple of more kits in this area down below here. And right across there's another room with another kit. Radex. Alright, so we're not getting a lot of stims in this example, but you can keep doing it until you have as many Stimpacks as you want. It gives you all kinds of aid items. I think Stimpacks is what most of us are after in the first place. You can never have too many of those. Alright, do a search here, and nothing. Alright, so that is it. Oh, look, see, there's a delay. Let's go back up and see what it gave us. Sometimes it helps to just chill out and let the system think before you run away from the kit. Oh, Stimpack and Stimpack diluted. I'm glad I went back on those. Alright, so just continue to repeat this process until you have a boatload of Stimpacks. Once we have enough Stimpacks that we feel comfortable to move on throughout the game, we can move on to our second exploit, which is unlimited caps. In order to do this, we're going to do a server hop. Keep in mind we didn't do this before because the second we log out and log back in, we'll not be able to search those Stimpack kits anymore. So, we're going to be doing these exploits separately. Once you have enough Stimpacks, just log out of the game and log right back in. This is called a server hop. Ideally, what's going to happen is we're going to load onto a new server where those cap stashes that we already grabbed up are still available. Now, when it comes to cap stashes, they're first come, first served. So sometimes you'll log onto a server and the cap stashes are already gone. But in this case, we're starting off, I already have about 200 caps. One of the things I'll point out is getting the cap collector perk card will help this process out. You'll find extra caps that way. But right now I'm level 5 and that perk card is not available until I believe level 12. So until then, we're just going to do this until we have about, I'd say about 300 caps. There's several locations throughout the map that you can do this on, but this is the very easiest place to do it when you're low level. What we're going to do is go inside and grab cap stashes right here behind the front desk. Then we're going to go upstairs. And if we're lucky, there's going to be a cap stash right here on the table at the end of this hall. And we are. Going around, we're going to go to a room which is usually locked. In this case, it's open, but the cap stash is there. All right, cool. We'll grab that up. And there is one more accessible down the stairs. If we can get down there. All right. And as you grab up these cap stashes, what you do is you just log out and log back in, and ideally you can keep doing this until you have an unlimited amount of caps. I don't recommend doing this for too long as you don't have the cap collector card. You're not getting its full value out of these runs. But once you have about 300 caps or so, we'll go ahead and move on to the next exploit. Alright, Vault Dwellers, so at this point I've managed to accrue quite a bit of caps, and I'm comfortable with moving forward to exploit number 3. What we're going to be doing for exploit number 3 is we're going to be doing unlimited carry weight for Bob here. In order to do this, we're going to go to Flatwoods here, and there is a vendor inside. There's a few different ways to do this, but this is the method I choose because it's guaranteed. What we're looking for in this vendor is a pocketed apparel item. He might be selling one, and if he's not a big deal. What we'll do is go over to notes and we'll see if he's selling a plan for pocketed leather armor. I say leathered armor because that's the only thing Bob here can craft at this point. So in this case, he is selling a plan for pocketed leather armor limbs, which is perfect. I'm going to go ahead and buy that for 125 caps. That seems like a lot of money, but you know what? Thanks to our unlimited caps grind, we can afford it. Once we have that item, we're going to go into our Pip-Boy and go under notes, and we're actually going to consume that plan. We have to consume plans in order for us to actually be able to craft them. You can see here I got quite a bit of plans I have yet to consume. Once we've consumed that plan, we're going to find ourselves an armor workbench, and we are going to modify some leathered armor. If you don't have any, not a big deal. You can actually craft this, and it doesn't take a lot. It doesn't matter if it's level 1 or level 5, as long as you can equip it. So here we're going to modify my left arm to be pocketed. And what pocketed does is it basically increases the amount of carry weight that I can do by like 5. That doesn't sound like a lot. Once we have it crafted, though, we're going to go into our Pip-Boy, go into the apparel section. Not there. Okay, there we are. And we're going to find that pocketed leather left arm in this case. And here I'm just going to keep equipping it and unequipping it. Pay attention to the lower left-hand side of the screen on the Pip-Boy. You can see my potential carry weight is continuously going down. Now that sounds crazy. That means I can carry less. But what happens is if we keep equipping it and unequipping it until we get into the negatives, basically the carry weight system is broken. At this point, we can carry as much weight as we want and will never be over-encumbered. We can fast travel, we can run, and we are good to go. So this is a very powerful exploit, and we can get this done as low as level 5 in my case. You could probably do it at an even lower level, but in this case, Bob here was level 5. Once you have that unlimited carry weight, basically you no longer have to get rid of anything. You can just hold on to it, and then when you're ready, bring it down to a crafting station and break it down. And you can see here I am learning all kinds of other items that I can craft. So that's all the exploits I have for you as far as part 1 of this journey goes. But before I let you guys go, I have one more tip for you, and that's purified water. Southeast of Flatwood is Camp McClintock, if I can pronounce that. You want to come here as early as possible, because inside the main building here is an overseer cache that has plans for a large water purifier. The large water purifier will give you plenty of purified water, duh. So getting this early on will help you out. Purified water is kind of difficult to come by at a low level. As you can see here, just within the time of narrating this video, I started off with 24 purified waters. And after narration, I have a total of 63. And that was without me being on top of it the entire time. So easy purified water for low levels. So that wraps it up for part 1 of Fresh Out of the Vault here. I hope you guys found this video helpful, and if so, give this video a thumbs up. Hit that notification as well. That way you'll be the first to be notified when part 2 of this saga begins. I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you next time.
CELEA.